Hey guys, JT here. What's going to be kind of my, I guess, final thoughts on the Losi LST 3XLE. I'm going to actually run this truck a lot more, of course, but I want to give you guys some of my thoughts. Some of you guys are kind of wondering, what are my thoughts on this truck and stuff. Basically, the look of the truck is awesome. It really, really is. It's a lot bigger than your standard 8 scale monster. It's about the length of a Creighton. But it's going to be a little bit bigger because of the tires and wheels. The Outcast is going to come up about maybe 3 to 4 inches shorter than this. But it's about the same length as especially my converted Creighton. So I do have more videos coming up with those running together with the X-Max, etc., etc. But I kind of want to focus more on talking about this truck. So right off the bat, the look still it. Everywhere I drove this truck, it drew a crowd. People wanted to know about it. I had people taking pictures of it, videos, people writing the name of it and stuff down. But as I talked to them, I asked them if they were into the hobby and stuff, and some of them were, so I told them they need to make sure they shim the disc, which I'll get to that in just a second. But the look of the truck is amazing. It does look good. It's one of the best monster trucks, in my opinion, that I've seen thus far. I love it that it's got the chrome wheels on it, and the tire compound is soft enough to where you get grip, but not so much to where the tires and stuff balloon and stuff. And I didn't have any problems with the tire coming off the wheel. So I had no problems with any of that. You guys saw in some of my videos, I flipped this thing several times. And I actually been running it a lot more than what I've been filming it, of course. And the body's held up real nice for us, so I've been glad about that. As far as the radio is concerned, it is this DX2E radio. Now, with this radio, they did add a functionality to it. And it's right here on top where, see if I can get this to zoom in. All right, it looks a little bit clearer. Where it has this low, medium, and high speed, and you just flick this up to actually get the truck to go at different speeds. Now, my recommendation is if you get this truck, go ahead and get 6S Lipos, which I'll get to my Lipos in just a minute as well, because I did get some pretty good Lipos. I got them from Power Hobbies on eBay. That's Power, not Tower. Power, P-O-W-E-R. I think it's Power, P-O-W-E-R _ hobby. But I'll get to that in just a second. So those are some Lipos that I've gotten ran for this truck, but I went ahead and went with 6S Lipos because it didn't make sense to me if it's got these 3 speeds to get 4S, 2S, and then get 3S, when if I want to go slow, but I still think I'm going to hit the throttle, or if someone's testing it out, which I'm not going to let them test drive this truck, but I could put it in low gear and they can get familiar with the truck. So if you were getting this for your first truck, you could run this in low gear to get familiar with it and then go to medium speed and get a little bit more speed. I think in low speed, you're going to get about between 27 to 28, 29 miles per hour. In medium speed, it's going to go in the mid 30s. May get somewhat the high 40s or high 30s. I'm sorry, depends on how you have this set up. You may hit 40, and then with the high speed, you will hit 50 miles per hour. I'll get some speed run videos and stuff coming up soon as well. So been no problems with that. I love it to where you just take out 2 body pins and you lift this up, bam, you have access to this. Now, if you're really trying to work on the car, you will have to remove the 4 screws. There's 2 here and 2 there to remove this body from there. But just to get access to most of the internals of the car, it's just the removal of those 2 body clips. Now, as far as you guys know, as far as the shocks and stuff go, these shocks are really beefy and big. I haven't broken any parts on this truck as far as like A-arms or anything like that. But you guys know I did have a problem with the differential. So I highly recommend, if you get this truck, regardless if you run it 2 or 3 times and nothing's happened, to go ahead and shim the internals of your differential. So that's going to be the sun gear and the spider gear. I did have a couple of videos on that, but if I get enough comments, maybe I'll do a video on how to actually do that. But I do recommend that. And I do recommend going ahead and putting some thicker oil in your front and rear differentials, because it comes with grease in there. That's going to save you guys a lot of heartache. And I wish that maybe Horizon will and or Losi, they'll start including that with these kits and some instructions just to say, hey, you guys get these, work on the differentials. Because they probably don't want to open up the hundreds to thousands of boxes they have and redo it, which I think they should, but that's just my opinion. But if you're not going to do that, then go ahead and include what we're going to need to get these running and just say, product warning, diffs need to be shimmed, etc., blah, blah, blah. Maybe if you just run it on 4S on low speed, you won't have any problems with the diffs. But that's just something you need to do. You need to go ahead and shim the disc, put some oil in them, and put some oil in the center diff. I know that's some work for it, and you're paying all this money for it, but it's the nature of the beast of this truck. Once you do that, you get the truck running, it's going to be fun. It's going to be enjoyable. You start to forget about the pain of having to do that. But it is easy to access the differential. It's just a couple of screws here and underneath, and then this actually slides out. For the front, you will have to remove both the two shocks. My mind went blank there. At least the screws down here, because this piece actually slides out, and then the same for the back. And then once you get in there, go ahead and just do the work. Just put the hour in for work and getting that done, and you'll be golden. And then, of course, on the center differential as well, you want to put some thicker oil in there. So as far as electronics go, everything's been fine with that. This heatsink is kind of, it's not actually built into the can. There's actually some screws to where this is actually a regular motor. So you don't have to worry about if you were going to buy this motor and put it in something else, that you'd be limited to a motor that has heat sinks on it, because these are attachable and detachable to it. And the speed controller is 150 amp speed controller, so no problems with there. Now, a lot of people I was skeptical at first as buying this as well because of the EC5 connectors. So with that, with the battery tray, of course, you just remove these up and these actually come out right there, which is fine. And these do have a particular adjustment. There is, I'll show you guys in just a minute, where these are a little bit thicker, but you can lower if you got like a 4,000 milliamp battery or something. There's actually another level down here where this actually fits a little bit snugger in there. So, but with the EC5 connectors, now they are a little bit hard, not to so much solder, but to actually connect. I was gonna go through it. I had a set, and it was just interesting. Once you get it soldered in, to try to force that through because it's such a tight fit. So I was looking around for batteries for this, and then I found a place on eBay. Power Hobbies, like I said, I'll put their name in the description, and I'll try to see if I can get a link as well to get these. And they actually sell these for the Losi truck, and they come with the EC5 connectors on it. These were 93 bucks shipped for free, and it's going to take you about 2 or 3 days, kind of depends on where you live at, to get these. But these batteries have run well in here. They run so well that I went ahead and ordered a set of 4S's for my 8S X Max. So I'll have that video coming up soon as well. But these batteries were good, guys. I mean, they didn't puff. I've run it several times. There's been no puffing or anything like that, because even after you run the truck, the batteries will be hot. And yes, this is something that I added in. I put these foam spacers from my battery case in there just to keep it a little bit more snug, keep it from scratching up the bottom up and getting discolored in there. So so that's it with that, guys. I mean, I'm going to run this a lot more. You guys are going to see a lot more videos on this. And just real quick, I'll show you right here is the different level of where the batteries can kind of fit in. If you got a smaller lipo or something to put in, you can just put it down a lower level. So, but other than that, guys, this truck has been good. I will continue to run it personally with the wheelie bar, because I run it on the street, you know, in the grass and all that. Now, the thing with the wheelie bar is sometimes if you flip, you guys probably saw it in my videos, this thing flips high up in the air and then it comes down. It's because this wheelie bar, which is fine, it's not adjustable, but sometimes when you flip, it actually catches, and then, you know, it just springs it up higher. But my wheelie bar hasn't broken off. I know some people said they've broken theirs off, but you know, I've run this truck and I've jumped it some. I'm gonna have more jumping videos, but I didn't try to like go crazy with like triple backflips and all that stuff. But that's just me. I run my trucks, and I do have certain trucks I do that too. But I like this truck, and I don't want to mess this pretty body up. The bodies are 80, 90 bucks and stuff like that, and that's a lot of money just to put back into it, just to do a couple of flips and stuff. So, but anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on this. I do really like this truck, except for the differential thing. If Losi needs to really fix that, or they need to think of how they can accommodate that, because I know their support team is going crazy every day when people get these trucks. And then they got to worry about sending them out and all that, and they're getting an angry person who paid this money for this truck, and then bam. But that is the only issue that I have with this, is the differentials. Once you get that resolved, everything else will be fine with it. And I think you'll really enjoy the truck. So, guys, as always, there's going to be more videos of this. I do appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, we have JTRC t-shirts. I'll be putting some information up, or a video up pretty soon on that. But there is a link in the description as well, if you're interested in purchasing those, that help out the channel and stuff, to help me to buy more RC car stuff, right? So the shirts are not that expensive. They're about 18 bucks. And then 2XL is about 20 bucks. And then, of course, 3XL is like 23 or 24, something like that. But they are front and back and stuff like that. But you guys will see that if you click on that link down there. So, as always, stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.